It's Jai. Creston. I have other names. I have a real name. But the girls on their best behavior call me HMC, warm, dry clothes. So, I just feel like making a video right now. I don't even know where this is going to go. I don't know how I'm going to take it there, so I don't know what we're going to see. So, just if you feel like kicking around and hearing this little argument I've got here, then you're welcome. So, it starts like this. I don't think everybody has what they're doing right in the world, or has what they're doing in the world right. I think there's too many people who think they understand what they're talking about, but they really don't understand what they're talking about. And all it takes for them to understand what they're talking, or feel like they understand what they're talking about, is a piece of chocolate. See, it's like a monkey. A monkey, learning to distinguish between blue squares and green squares, understands when he gets a piece of chocolate if he does the right thing. So people think these days that if it feels good, do it. And that's a sign that they're doing the right thing. So anything could be. You could have a man like myself, Hmc.3, dignified man, established, and my mind is my own. I built my own life by minding my own mind, by minding my own business, and not touching other people's lives for things that I thought I need. If I ever found something I thought I needed, I'd look to a book, or I'd look to the scripture, or I'd look to my own imagination to figure out the answer, not say, oh, somebody else has got it, and I could just get it this easy. And then some people think that by figuring out how to get things from people easy, that they're actually more intelligent, when the truth is it's less intelligent. And they say, how? It feels like they're getting something, and that makes them feel like they're right. They get their piece of chocolate. How are they less intelligent? Well, if they could see beyond their own eyes, they might know. But it seems that most people these days have consolidated three eyes into one, and they just gotta get. If you hear what I'm saying. What I'm saying is not riddles. It's not hard to understand. It really is what I'm saying. See? Like I said, people consolidated their three eyes into one. Now all they see is gotta get. Gotta get what? What they gotta get? Well, since they consolidated three eyes into one, whatever they see with the combination. You have your left eye, which sees the physical body. You have the right eye, which sees a little bit of intelligence. Then you have the third eye, which sees the spiritual things. So you look at a human being and you say, oh, I think I see what their life is. I got to get. That's retarded. So if you look at Socrates, Socrates says, when a man does evil deeds, he sows his soul to his flesh, so that when he dies, the soul stays attached to his flesh and doesn't ascend with his spirit. And that's how men go to hell. And I quite frankly, I believe that. I think that's got a lot of truth to it. Socrates also said that the swan is prophetic, because the swan, all its life, it's silent. You almost never hear the swan. Sometimes you hear a swan, but you almost never hear a swan. But when it's going to die, it starts singing. It sings and then it goes off itself and it dies. So what I'm trying to say is, if people want to be somebody in this world, you can't be whoever you want to be. People say you could be whoever you want to be. That's not the right answer. If you want to be whoever you want to be, you have to understand what that means, first of all. That means you could be an astronaut, or you could be a football player, you could be a rocket scientist, you could be a musician, you could be a teacher, you could be a fireman. But it doesn't mean that when you're 30 years old and you've learned to do nothing with your life, you could just start picking out the people you like the best and say you're just being who you want to be when you try to get some of this and add it to some of this. You're trying to be a Frankenstein, quite frankly. So there's that, but what it takes to really be what you want to be is to learn something. So you can't just pick. And if your mommy told you that you can be whoever you want to be, she forgot to tell you can't just pick when you're later. You have to start at the beginning and become somebody. See, you be who you want to be. What does that mean, bro? Can you change your name without legally changing your name? Can you just start calling yourself Ben Johnson? Say you won 2 golds already? No, what you're saying is you could look at Ben Johnson, try to assess what he looks like, what his spirit is, with your 3 eyes consolidated into one. Then you try to say you can get it. Poor Ben Johnson. Go find another job. That's my rant. Cheers.